Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Immigration Talk Show. I'm your host, Sam, and you're watching Daily Immigration Doors streaming live at 4 p.m. EDT on YouTube. And we are also available on LinkedIn, Facebook, X, and on Instagram as well. So do follow us on these many platforms, and if you haven't subscribed to us yet, then do it right now. And before diving into the topic, let me read out this very important disclaimer. By watching our videos, you agree and understand that the information shared, including user comments, is not a professional advice. Use at your own risk. Our intention is never to offend, it's just a casual exchange of ideas. All right, after this very important disclaimer, friends, once again, welcome back to Immigration Talk Show. And I'm your host, Sam, and you're watching Daily Immigration Dose. And the best part of our webinar is that you can directly come up and call us on this number that is just on top of your screen, that is 425 with the access code 988888. And with that, here's the topic for today's webinar, that is how will the new immigration database impact non-citizens in the US? So, this is a very timely topic and a very important one. And today we are going to have a discussion on this where we will understand how is it going to impact the non-US citizens and what changes will be there. Also, what are the new system or what are the new updates that has been introduced and everything like what you guys have to keep in your mind and how can you take care of each and everything. So I think without any further ado, we will definitely go up with this topic. But before that, also let me say hi to my co-host. Hi, Napasa. Thank you so much for being here. I'm sure you're doing great, right?
Hi, Sam. It's always good to be here. Yes, I'm doing good today as well. So, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today here on Immigration Talk Show, here on Daily Immigration Dose. And I'm looking for a great informative session because, we are here for that good information, latest information, and you too can come in and share your information if you're resonating or you're going through something similar. It's always nice to know your side of the story as well. So, please feel free to join us. Yes, the number, as Sam has said, it's displayed on the screen above. And also, you can comment wherever you're watching because right now we are live on YouTube, LinkedIn, X, and yes, on Facebook as well. So please join us and follow us. Yes, we are also on Instagram. So check us out, friends, and stay connected. It's always good to hit the bell icon, so that whenever we have discussions, you're notified, and especially when we have guest attorneys join us, it's best when you join us with your questions then because you have the perfect time to get your answers immediately, right?
That's right.
So, I mean, nonetheless, it's always open. This hour is also open for you to join us. So, join us.
That's right. And also talking about today's topic, friends, I think let me just give a brief about it. That this topic is really going to affect millions of non-US citizens. And whenever we say that, there are some changes or there are some updates regarding the system, then ultimate the main goal is to make sure the system is more accurate and the efficient one. And in today's webinar only, we are going to delve into a save one that has been introduced, and there are some new features, especially for the non-US citizens, like how they can go ahead and what are their rights and what other features that they have right now, how they can go with it. So we are going to talk about it, and also if we talk about like US citizens, then they have lots of benefits like access to public services, voting rights, and ability to apply for certain license and jobs as well. So the system that has been changed or that has been improved, I would say, to make sure that these benefits are earned through citizenship and are meant to be available only to those citizens who really worked hard or tried so hard to get these benefits, who truly deserve them, if I'll be open about it. And it's also important to understand that these benefits go to those only who really earned it and did a lot of hard work, and those who have followed the rules and earned their status. So I think, Napasa, I think I have made it clear about today's topic, what we are going to talk, and a little introduction about it. But let's also jump into the news that we have come up with. So here's a very important news, friends, and that is quite interesting as well, about artificial intelligence that is changing the way the US manages immigration. and how artificial intelligence is also playing a key role in improving security and safety across the country. So, under President Donald Trump's administration, AI has been used to support immigration enforcement in the innovative ways. And the goal is to create more secure system that better protects US borders and citizens. There is facial recognition technology. For example, this is being used in public areas to quickly identify individuals crossing the border or anyone who is moving through security checkpoints. This helps Border Patrol agents respond faster to potential threats. And there are also robotic dogs. Now, this is quite interesting that robotic dogs are also being deployed along the southern border, and these high tech units help track human movement, offering an extra layer of security without putting officers in risky situations. Absolutely. When there are robotic dogs, then it is going to work better than human. They are going to be faster, they are going to be stronger and quicker as well. As these robots can cover vast areas and track movements more effectively than how humans can. Also, AI is being used to monitor social media, helping to identify individuals who may be involved in any criminal activity or any illegal activity or who have overstayed their visas. By scanning public posts, immigration agencies can also gather useful information that helps them to prioritize their cases more efficiently. And there is another very important tool that is Catch and Revoke program, which uses AI to ensure that people holding student visas or other types of visas are following the law. And if someone is found to be violating visa conditions or supporting any harmful activities, then AI is going to identify them quickly so the appropriate action can be taken. And by using AI to handle data more efficiently, agencies can act faster and more accurately. It's like having a smart assistant that help immigration officers keep track of the complex system of laws, while also improving like overall efficiency and protecting the national security. So I think artificial intelligence is very important, and the administration is utilizing it in a best way. You also let me know, guys, what do you think about it? Do you think artificial intelligence is going to be a good way to secure the nation in a better way or not? I think let me know in the comments below. I would love to know about what do you think in this situation and what do you think about this news. Or you can directly dial up this number and join us on this webinar and share any thought or anything that you want us to know about you. So I think that's all from my end, Napasa, and please go ahead and let us know the other news update from your end.
Sure, Sam, it'll be my pleasure. Thank you for that news update. And mine is, regarding the confusion over deportation emails sent to thousands. Because what's going on, that's what people are thinking, right? And if we talk about the situation, it's creating a lot of confusion right now. Thousands of people, including some US citizens, they have received unexpected emails from the Department of Homeland Security. And these emails tell recipients they must leave the US or face deportation. I know at first glance it's sounding alarming and for some even a little hard to believe, but yes, if you look at it, one US citizen and immigration attorney based in Texas said he was surprised to receive the email himself and wasn't sure what to make of it. So what's really happening if we think about it, or if we want to look at it, the news says that these notices are related to a program called CBP1. So this program allowed people to use a mobile app to request appointments at border crossings. Since early 2023, more than 900,000 individuals have used it legally to enter the US and receive temporary permits. So, yes, this happened. And recently, Customs and Border Protection, that is CBP, they began sending cancellation notices to some people who received their permits. So, the notices were sent by email, and for some, they arrived without warning. Some recipients were given just 7 days to leave, and others were not even given a clear timeline, basically. So, it's really important to understand that CBP says these emails were intended for individuals, whose temporary permissions were being reviewed or withdrawn. So, in some cases, however, the emails were mistakenly sent to the US citizens or legal residents who were listed as contact persons on someone else's application. And CBP says that they're currently reviewing these cases one by one to correct any errors. So just hold your horses. There's nothing to worry. They it could be certain mistakes also, but yes, some people from countries like Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, and Venezuela who entered the US through humanitarian programs have also received similar messages. And these programs, included sponsorship by family or friends and came with the understanding that applicants could stay for up to 2 years. So yes, it always possible, for our policies to change or be updated over time, depending on how the government manages immigration procedures. This current situation may be part of the adjustment process. So I think we just need to be a little more patient and wait for some time at least. So some legal groups and attorneys have expressed concern that people are not sure what these emails really mean or what steps should they take next, because in some online communities there's a lot of uncertainty and confusion. Some individuals have even returned to their home countries, voluntarily after receiving these emails, unsure of what to expect next. So if you or someone has received a notice like this, here's what you should do: stay calm. Like I was saying, stay calm and reach out to your trusted immigration attorney as soon as possible. Keep copies of all the documents and emails that you receive. And remember that you may still have the option, just the option, such as applying for asylum or other forms of protection, that is, especially if you're still within the time allowed to apply. So, I think we just need to stay calm for now and wait out really. So we will definitely continue to follow the story and bring you updates as they come in. Right now, the most important thing is to stay informed and follow up on any official notice that you receive, and don't make any big decisions without checking, with a legal expert. So yes, friends, stay in touch with us, like, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell icon so that you will be notified, especially with the latest updates on this as well. So that was my uh, news for now. And I think, yes, Sam, we should be back to our topic of discussion for today. Very, very interesting it is. And well, how will the new immigration database impact non citizens in the US? I know there is a big question mark out there. There are so many things that folks are facing every single day. I mean, it's interesting for us as well, right, Sam? Because we have new things to talk about every time we come in, whether it's daily immigration dose or the news updates that we have. Every time it's something new. So it's interesting. What
Of
say?
course, I do. And most importantly, I think it's very alarming and very important, for our viewers to stay updated with these news. And because these news are really going to impact them in a major way. And what are the consequences, or what are the benefits, or who is going to benefit and who is not going to benefit. I think these are the things that are very much important for everyone to have a proper knowledge, to have a proper detailing about the topic. So, friends, don't be hesitant. I mean, whatever question comes in your mind, just put them in the comment section. And we are here, we are having these shows for you guys only, so that you come up with different questions and we can address those questions to attorneys if those questions are quite tricky or need a proper expert advice. Otherwise, you can just feel free to drop anything, on the comment section, or directly dialing up this number and have a good chit chat here on any topic or anything that you want us to know about. So, as similarly, like today, topic is also Napas, I think very important. And now we have discussed about, given the intro also. So, I think let's directly understand what's new in the save, and everything about it, so that our viewers can understand it in a better way.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely, Sam. Thank you so much for that. And before I head on with the topic, I'd just like to say hello to Sunish. Thank you so much, Sunish, for joining us here. We will read up your comments very, very soon. Just stay with us. But the topic, because it's very important. So, it may sound a little technical at first, but actually, it touches the everyday lives of millions of immigrants living in the US, actually. And what changed, it's different. But yes, the Department of Homeland Security has really rolled out, a major update to a system called SAFE, which stands for Systematic Alien Verification for Entitlements. So, in plain terms, this is the system used by the government agencies to verify if someone is legally allowed to be in the US or access certain services like benefits, even driver's license included, or work permits for that matter. So what changed if you look at it, how will the this new database impact illegal immigrants, students, workers, or even families trying to adjust their status? Yes, we are going to explore that today. You have to stay with us. And you can also tell us your side of the story. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell icon, and comment wherever you're watching, or join us on call. And that you can do by dialing this number 425-436-6335, and the access code is 988-888. So, what has changed in the SAFE system if we look at it really? Let's start with exactly what has been upgraded in the system. So, the SAFE program isn't new. If you're thinking it is something new, it's been around for a while, but now it's completely to make it faster, more accurate, and more widely used, you can say. So before this update, different government departments didn't always talk to each other. For example, your visa status with USCIS might have not shown up correctly when you have applied for a state benefit or a license at the DMV. That meant delays, mistakes, or even denials for things you were legally entitled to. Now that's changing because the new SAFE system connects the dots. It pulls data from multiple sources into one central place. So it's kind of like when you update your phone and suddenly all your apps start syncing better. So it's some sort of like that, you can say. And the system now automatically pulls in your immigration timeline, address, criminal history, if any, and so much more. So the people checking your records have a full picture instantly. They don't have to go here and there. They don't have to take time to search for one document here, another document there, and another one somewhere else. You know what I mean? It's becoming in one place, it's synced together. It's easier to think it that way. So yes, another big update is that safe searches are now free for agencies. So that means more state, local, or even tribal offices can use the system without worrying about the cost. So if you're applying for services or licenses, expect your status to be checked more frequently and accurately. So for many, this means smoother process actually. But for others, especially if your records have mistakes or delays, it might come as a surprise. But I think it's a best, faster, more synced, and more updated, you can say. I think we all like everything to be fast right now, right, Sam? When you talk about where your smartphones or anything and everything you want nowadays, you don't even need to type your passwords. Everything is
That's
saved.
right.
You have everything.
Mhm.
l- just like you just need to verify your identity. Biometrics is what we're using right?
That's right.
Your eyes, your fingerprints, stuff like that. So it's become like this is what is happening, and everybody's enhancing the same system everywhere. So you can think of it that way and try to adapt to this, just like you have adapted to your latest phone also.
And I think that's a very good thing, right? That shouldn't
It is,
be happening only in one side. That should happen in the immigration system as well.
right?
And that is why, friends, this updating has been happened to verify the immigration status of the US citizens, so that then and there only, without waiting and for days or for weeks or for months, like what is the background of that immigrant, or is that immigrant a legal one or an illegal one. I think this is really going to make the process faster, quicker, and more accurate, because earlier what used to happen, everything has to be done manually. And manually, when things happen, of course, it depends upon that person. Maybe that person has some bad mood, or when he is overburdened with lots of work, then he can mistype something, or mistakenly something can happen wrong. But when it comes to the machine, then we can rely more on that. And most importantly, everything is going to be quicker right now. And I think, Napasa, now if we are going to understand about like how it's going to impact the immigrants, then that will also be better. So let me shed light on that point as well, that what does this new system mean for people who are living in the US legally. So, friends, let me tell you that for the undocumented people, this is going to be a very difficult situation, because immediately they are just going to get to know that they are the undocumented ones and they may have to face the consequences. But for the ones, those who are legally here, I would say that it is kind of a good news for them. How? Let me tell you. This is going to make the faster verification of status. I mean, this will make the verification process more faster. How? Because earlier, what used to happen in the past, if you were a legal immigrant like H1B, F1, or a green card holder, then applying for a driver's license, if we take the example of driver's license, then the process often involved a manual verification of your status. And right now, everything is so advanced, everything is going to be like automatic. So, absolutely, the new SAFE system, where the government agencies can quickly and accurately verify whether someone uh, is a legal citizen or not. And this means that, like your work permit renewal or getting a license, could happen more smoothly and quickly. Now, imagine trying to get a new job or driver's license and not having to wait as long as, to prove that, yes, you are a legal citizen here. So that's a big win for everyone. That is going to be a good one. And of course, it will make the process smoother, also accurate and faster, and relying as well. Also, there will be accurate public benefit accesses. So if you're applying for healthcare or any other benefit, if you are a US citizen, then this system can ensure that you get the services you are entitled to without any unnecessary delays. And that's what the government has been saying, that if you are a right citizen, as in if you have followed the laws, and if you have done everything that's correct, and if you have earned the citizenship, and then only you are entitled to these benefits. Otherwise, you're not. And I think, Napasa, that's very well put up, right? Because the one who deserves it, the one who have done such a hard work, that group of people should only get these benefits, because US benefits are really a great one, right? Different benefits are there, and any citizen can live happily with those benefits. And that is why, with the new SAFE system, the new updation that happened, it's going to make everything better and smoother. And also, earlier, what used to happen, if we talk the past one, then the process wasn't as streamlined or efficient, because immigration records weren't always up to date across all the system. So if there were any discrepancies or any errors, in the records, then it could delay the ability to get a driver's license or any benefit that that citizen has applied for. So I think it's going to impact in a good way to the legal citizens, but talking about the undocumented one, it is really going to impact in a very bad way. So, friends, you make sure that you are up to date with all the knowledge, with everything, and any doubt, any question, come to us, ask us, and we are here to help you out. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Immigration Talk Show. Our handle is at Immigration Talk Show. So, Napasa, this was about like how it is going to impact this new update, how it's going to impact the legal immigrants. So, also, why don't you go ahead and let us know more about the topic, like ensuring fairness and access to public services? How is it going to ensure that?
Sure, Sam. I think it's very important, keeping benefits and services fair. All we're talking about ever since a few months and since forever, I think, we're all looking for transparency, more fairness, that the system should be fair for each and everyone in it, right? And I think what better to discuss it now than any other time. So, yes, here's another area where, the new safe system is going to play a bigger role. So, public benefits and services. that includes things like Medicaid, public housing, unemployment benefits, and even school enrollment in some districts. So yes, the goal is, of course, this overhaul is to make sure that benefits are going to people who are actually eligible under US law. It's about preventing fraud. It's about making sure that people who qualify don't get unfairly denied. It's mainly about that. So, yes, with a faster, more accurate system, agencies will be able to make better decisions, and legal immigrants can actually also get approved faster if their records are in good shape. So, this is a plus point. And yes, what better? Because it's going to, save a lot of time. Everything is going to be synced together. You dial in a code, probably, or a number of the identity
Mhm.
person that you
Yeah.
want to find out more about, and you will get everything like we spoke about it earlier. So best thing is that only right now. And there's a flip side to it as well. If there's a mistake in your immigration file, say like a visa status update didn't go through properly, maybe it could also result in a delay or rejection when applying for services. So
Mhm.
that's why it's more important than ever for immigrants to be proactive.
Yeah.
It's very important to check your safe records, talk to an immigration attorney, and if you notice something off, and remember, if there is something off, if you think that you need more attention to give in, never ever ignore it. Even if it is a request for evidence or an update, pay the attention that is required in due time. I think that's most important. And of course, there's a reminder also. I really want to gently remind everyone out there that safe doesn't decide whether you should get a benefit. It only confirms whether your immigration status allows it. So the final decision still lies, with the benefit granting agency. So you really have to make sure of this as well and keep this point in mind. But yes, I think at this moment, I would also like to say hi to everyone joining us. It's Ishita, we got Coffin. I know well, Jay, Bhat, thank you so much for your questions. We are going to take up your questions very, very soon.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. I mean, I know, Coffin, you can hear actually, they're my cats, I can't help but just want to be near me. But anyway, for now, yes. Can I take my two baby cats to the US by plane?
That's so
Just say, I
cute.
mean, I know for sure there are no visas for cats, but I would really need to know about this as well.
I
Yes.
think Coffin is
That's
also a cat person, maybe not a dog person. I think Coffin, you can let us know, which one you like more, dogs or cats.
Maybe Coffin is just being sarcastic because of, the background noise. I'm so sorry. I just hope they're not
That's
too disturbing and you can concentrate on the content more. But
That's
yeah.
okay. Okay. I think, yeah, Sunish is here. Ishita is also here. Jay is also here. So thank you so much, guys, for being here. And I think let's take one of our comments so that our viewers should also feel like, yeah, we are also talking to them as well. So Sunish is saying, I'm currently on an H-1B visa and heard about this new immigration database being implemented. How will this impact my visa status, especially if there are discrepancies in the data about my work history or employer? Okay, Sunish, if there are some errors or if there are some discrepancies in the data about your work history, then I think this might affect in a different way. But I don't want to mislead you, and I don't want to scare you at all. But I think it will be better if we are going to address this question directly to the expert, means directly to the immigration attorney. They're going to provide the best answer, and tomorrow we are having so many shows lined up, so we are going to let you know that when we are taking this question. And of course, stay tuned, stay connected, and make sure that tomorrow also you watch so many webinars and participate in those webinars, and put your questions directly on the live chat. That will be best. Okay, so I think, Napasa, you can go ahead and take Ishita's one.
A judge blocked Donald Trump's efforts to add a proof of citizenship requirement to the federal voter registration form, a change that voting rights advocates warned would have disenfranchised millions of voters. Well, Ishita, yes, coming to that, I think I really wanted to cover that part of, um, whether local level impact and voter verification, because this is also what needs to be discussed. So let me just go to it. I mean, I really wanted to talk about it today anyway. So, yes, things like city services, DMV visits, or even voter registration, The upgraded SAFE system helps local agencies confirm someone's immigration status right on the spot. So, this is especially relevant, when it comes to things like driver's license, even business permits, or even applying for to city housing programs. So, yes, more agencies now have access to these checks and they'll likely be using them more often. So, I think, yes, you need to keep that in mind as well. And one area that this upgrade is also noticeable is the voter verification, because only US citizens are allowed to vote in federal elections. And SAFE helps prevent accidental or intentional registrations by those who are not eligible. So it's about making sure that the system is fair and trusted. For every immigrants out there, this simply means that there is more transparency and more expectation that you will be able to prove, your legal status, even if it is asked anytime, anywhere. So if you're eligible and organized, this system might actually work in your favor by speeding things up, of course, and reducing confusion at the local level. But if not, where you're lacking and what you might have to face. So
That's
Ishita, thank you for that. Yes.
absolutely. And Jay is also here. So, hi, Jay, and thank you so much for participating in this conversation. Jay is asking, as an immigrant with a criminal record from my home country, I'm concerned that the new database could bring up old issues that could jeopardize my stay. Jay, I think there shouldn't be, I don't know whether to discuss this or not, but if there's a criminal record from your home country, then of course I think it is going to stay back. And I don't think that, anything forward can be taken place or the process may take place. But if there are any things that you can at least try to improve or make your better, then we are going to let you know. But okay, there's a second part. Will the system flag any past offenses, even if they were resolved or dismissed in the past? I think Napasa, talking about
Yes,
this
this
year.
it's going to put everything together. So I
Yeah.
think yes, it will show, it will display whatever the case was and whether it was resolved or not as well. Because you can say this is like a system update, just I think to keep it simple and easier for you to understand, take it like a system update where it's going to, organize all the things for you, all your previous. Um, Whatever you had to deal with, all your documents, all your, well, offenses, if you had any, whether it was a DUI or, well, any sort of thing, that you had to deal with, whether on the road, in the court, anywhere. I'm sure everything is going to be displayed together. It'll
Yeah.
be like one file, one document under your name. So everything, all your details will be synced in there.
Absolutely. It will be synced in there. And that too, when we talk about this administration, then we have been hearing so many things like how seriously they are taking place and how strict they are with their policies, right? So I would suggest that Jay, this will be little difficult for you and little hard time for you, because if there's anything that you have any criminal record from your home country, then I think you can directly email your situation to us. My email ID is sam@staffingly.com, and Nipasa's email ID is nipa@staffingly.com. And you can let us know more about it. Of course, we understand it's not that easy, for anyone to talk so openly in front of everyone, but you can directly go ahead and reach out to us and we will help you, or at least we will let you know what is the right thing to do right now. So Jay's here. Well, anyways, thank you so much, Jay. And I hope that our important updates, whatsoever we are updating and whatsoever we are sharing with our viewers is really going to be helpful for you guys. And with that, I think, Napasa, also, I have something else to talk about, and that is about voting, licensing, and role of local agencies. So,
Right.
Ishita was mentioning something about voting, if I remember.
Yeah.
So let me be clear with it that first up, voting thing, we all know that non citizens can't vote in federal elections, and in most cases, they can't vote in state or local elections either.
Mhm.
But with the new SAFE system, it makes it much easier to verify someone's immigration status to make sure that only the eligible citizen, that means only the legal and the right citizens, are allowed to vote. So this helps prevent any illegal voting because these were the things that used to happen earlier. There were illegal votings, people who weren't even a US citizen, they have to register themselves and they put their votes. So those were not considered, but so many things were happening. But now, to make the system more fair enough and more transparent, I think these updates are happening. And also, let's say that someone who's not a US citizen tries to register to vote. In the past, the process might not have been very thorough and very particular, and they could have slipped through the cracks. But with the new system, with the new SAFE system, it will automatically verify if they are a US citizen or not. And if they are not, they won't be allowed to vote anymore. And now it's not just about voting that's impacted, but the system also helps with licensing. So if someone is trying to get a license or any professional license, like a real estate license or a driver license or any other type of government issued license, then this new system is going to make sure that only those who have a legal proper status, is allowed to live and work in the US can get those license. For example, if a non citizen tries to get a driver's license, then the system is going to double check the background, means their status, to confirm that they have the legal right to stay in the US or not. If they have, then well and good, the license will be there. But if they are not, then they won't be able to get the license. So, in short, the new system helps local agencies like DMV, city halls, and health departments to make sure that everything from voting to professional licensing is fair and legal. And that is what the main purpose of this new system, of this new update, I would suggest that everything should be legal, everything should be safe, and the one who deserves, the one who really worked hard to get these benefits, will be getting that. So I think, Napasa, there's nothing to worry about with these new updates, right? As people are concerned that they're not going to have those benefits, or there will be a question mark, or there will be some delays. I think it's important to understand that which citizens are the right one and which citizens are not the right one. Basically, which citizens are entitled to get these benefits and which are not. So it's fair enough, and it sounds
It's
wrong.
yes, it's fair and square, and it's much needed. It's actually never going to slow down. It's going to make things faster, from what I see, because everything will be there for you in just a few clicks, right, in one place itself. So more officers are going to use it, and this is going to just make things easier because officers are going to be more insured whether or not they this is going to be fair. What should they do in the next steps? So I think this is definitely a plus point. And I, with that, I would actually like to talk about some of the benefits and maybe keeping benefits and services fair. That is what is the other area where this new safe system is going to play a big role. So yes, public benefits, services, and we spoke about it earlier, medic aid, whether you call it public housing, unemployment benefits, or even school enrollment in some districts. So these are some of the places where it's going to ensure more fairness, and it's going to be beneficial for sure, because the goal is really to make sure that people who are eligible under the US law, it's about preventing fraud. It's about also making sure that people who really qualify don't get unfairly denied. So this is really, really good. I would say faster, more accurate, and agencies will be able to make better decisions. So, what better than that, right?
That's right. That's absolutely correct. And friends, you also let us know what you think about this new update. Do you think that it's going to make the system a fair one, or do you think that it's going to make it more complicated? Please let us know in the comments below, or you can directly dial up this number and let us know about your thoughts. Until now, I would say that Ishita, Coffin, Jay, and I think, yeah, Sunish, if you guys haven't subscribed to our channel yet, then do it right now. It just take a second, not even more than that. So hit that subscribe button and also press the bell icon so that whenever we come up with any important update or any live webinar, because our webinars are really amazing one. We have 1 hour live shows with immigration attorneys where we discuss on latest updates and latest topics that's happening in the world of immigration. So it is really going to be insightful. It is really going to be benefit. And with that, I
Yes,
think, Asa, we have covered so many things. And of course, talking
true.
about the topic, it's a good one, a fair one, a very right step that has been taken by the administration. So yeah, I think that's all from my end. And anything else that you want to add on to the conversation just to conclude the session?
I think that is it, of course. But if we just want to rewind and, what is the real takeaway here, we should just keep in mind that the safe system is getting smarter, just like our phones, just like all the systems and everything we deal with every day. So, yes, you can take it like that. The safe system is getting smarter, definitely. It's getting more connected and, definitely more widely used because it has become free of cost. So, yes, it's designed to keep things fair and efficient, and it puts a little more responsibility on immigrants, to stay informed and prepared. So, yes, if you're a non citizen living in the US, make sure that all your documents are current and that you understand that, you know, your legal status and that you're ready to provide proof when needed. It's very important. And this isn't about punishment, it's about staying on top of your own paperwork in a system that's becoming more digital and automatic. Why would you not want to do that, right? So do it, friends. What are you waiting for? And of course, as always, I think we should not try to, explore too much all of this alone. Reach out to a trusted immigration attorney because it's going to make you feel more confident. You will know and you will be guided on the right path, directed in the right way. And otherwise, you can also consult with a community resource center if you have questions. Maybe if something seems off and it's not making sense to you, go question the right authorities and get answers. The more you know, the better prepared you will be. It's going to help you be more confident and more prepared. So I think it's best that way. And check out our channel, our space, because whenever we have webinars with these amazing immigration attorneys, we do give out their, contact information also, where you can contact them and, have a one-on-one consultation because cases are different. Every case is different. So I hope that you make it a point that you go, have your own immigration attorney, consult with one, and of course, stay updated here with us as well. Our handle is at Immigration Talk Show. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that, bell icon so that whenever we have discussions, you are notified and you also have a chance to ask your questions, to clarify your doubts. So do that, friends, and check us out not just on YouTube, but also on LinkedIn, Facebook, X, and on Instagram, and stay connected with us.